Okay. I think I have things figured out for the most part here. Um, I was really hoping to do a nice longer stream today. Originally, I was going to do an art stream, but uh, things got busy, um, and I've been working on setting up stuff um, for OBS. Um, and so I decided to not do the art stream quite yet because I do want to have like several hours to sit down and do that. And unfortunately, time just did not work for me today. I'm also going to be like super busy tomorrow, so I'm like, oh, I won't be able to stream tomorrow. But I still wanted to stream. I wanted to stream something, so I'm still going to do a stream today. Probably isn't going to be as long as I really wanted it to be, but I might as well do something for fun. But yeah, here I am with my getting started screen that looks very, very basic. I have some ideas of what I want to do, but for now, this will get us started. But all right, so we are going to shiny hunt because yes, um, like I said, I wanted to do art. I have a lot of like art stuff ready. Um, like I have like I think over 11 sketches. And I'm like, oh, I should probably actually like ink and art these on stream. But again, time has been weird, so gonna do a shiny hunt. Don't have anyone in mind in particular at the moment, so let's see what's good. Hopefully, when Thursday comes around, um, we're going to have that Tyranitar raid, and I'm really excited for that. So off stream, I was doing a Rotom raid because it happened to pop up, and I'm gonna need like what 7 of these things. So I figured streaming or catching a few shinies off stream wasn't going to be too much of an issue. Um, for anyone wondering what I was working on, I was working on getting Spotify to work on my screen. Um, I'm just doing the basics of the basics. I tried looking into downloading widgets, and while I absolutely could, it was taking a lot more work for what I wanted. And so the basic one I'm going to be working with here is just this little one in the corner, the bottom left-hand corner. Um, so that way I can have the artwork displayed, or not artwork, the title, the song displayed, as well as the album cover. Um, pretty much everything I'm going to be listening to is just going to be streamed directly from my Spotify. I've been doing a lot of research as to what can be streamed, what can't be streamed. So I'm looking here, the Glitch City, fantastic work, um, and they they are free for use. So I'm going to have a lot of their music. I've been looking into GameChop and how to appropriately credit them to use their music because their music is also just top notch. And yeah, I will be working on that for the next little while. So that was another reason I didn't want to start the art stream yet, is because I don't have a playlist that's like more than 8 songs long yet, and I don't want to listen to the same 8 songs over and over, and I'm sure nobody else does. So that's why I'm going to be doing a hunt. So I'll go ahead and minimize this for now. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. Somehow I think it messed up my audio because I when I turned on OBS, like my game audio was just missing. So I'm hoping it's working. It's showing me it's working. I'm hoping it's working. which one? Not only do I hunt shiny Pokemon, I hunt shiny Sparkles. How does that work? There's literally no reason. I am so rich in this game. Alright, let's look at what we got going on today. Tyrogue, I don't need Tyrogue. I do need a Hitmontop, I think. I'll need to double check that. I think I need a Hitmontop. I don't want to do a Hitmontop. Solosis, I think I need that one, but that's not a fun spot. Cottony, I know I need Cottony. I've shiny hunted Cottony before, and it, like, yeah, there's a little cliff area there. It doesn't look terribly enjoyable. I think Cottony had a cute shiny, kind of like an orangish hue to it. Silicobra. I can't remember if I used that one. Scatterbug, definitely don't need you. I have all the pavilions, all of them, all 19 possible variations. I have done pavilions. And one of these days we're gonna do just a sit down and do nothing but the Dunsparce for like days. I am going to get that 3-segmented shiny. It's going to be great. I'll have to take a look at that Silicobra, see if it's worth hunting. Let's see over here. Starly. So this is a frustrating one. So Starly actually had a boosted shiny Outbreak a while ago, and I hunted it and got all the Starly evolutions. So I was like, yeah, I'm super excited. I got everything I needed. Only to find out there are gender differences. So now I have to hunt it all over again. It is not my favorite shiny. But that's okay. I'm going to check my notes and check on Silicobra. Like, I feel like I still need Silicobra. I'm not entirely sure. Where'd my notes go? Oh, thought I lost them there. Silicobra. Like, it's not showing up on my list. I guess I must have already hunted it. So essentially, so another one of my plans is to hunt. I have a list here. I'm gonna hunt everything on the list, which it's a fairly long list, so it's not gonna be a problem. I don't imagine this ever running out anytime soon. But the idea is I'm gonna hunt everything on the list, and then at that point I'm gonna like double check every single Pokemon to see what I'm missing. Blue. Oh, but not the tag tree thicket. I'm pretty sure I have Red Stripe. I don't need Noibat. Don't need Nacli or Mareep. Buizel is one of those that has a gender difference. I think its evolution Floatzel does not, which is kind of interesting, because usually it's the other way around. Wishcash. I actually don't have that one. Or Barbaroach, but I have Kricketune. Oh, Kricketune actually has a gender difference. Huh. This one actually giving me some interesting things. Rockruff. Okay. At first I was like, oh yeah, Rockruff. I actually have 2 of Rockruffs. So I have Rockruff and the Day and Midnight form. I don't have the Dusk, because Dusk has to have own tempo, which is very hard. You can't just, well, you can find them in the wild, it's just very, 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 very rare. So I have a Rockruff with Tempo, um, and I have it so that it passes down its ability to its offspring. So that way I can get one through breeding. But if anyone knows about breeding, it's breeding, all right. I think I have Krokorok, but not, or Krookodile. I'll have Krookodile, but not Krokorok. That one actually might be fun. Let's look at the options again. Weasel. Weasel's not that hard of a shiny spot. I need to double check before I invest into doing a Basculin. Basculin, oh, the shiny is like a brighter green, but just like barely. I'm not a huge fan of those barely off shinies. I don't think Whiscash is too far off in the barely off category. Kricketune, I need to see which gender I need. Did I not Kricketune? Female. Okay, female's the one I need. As well as Kricketot. Yeah, let's do Kricketune, see how difficult it is in this spot here. And what's going to be fun about this one is I need a specific gender, so I got to keep doing the hunt until I get a female. This is a interesting spot. Okay, here we go. Let's do there. Okay, so they're not appearing over here, which is good, because I think, yep, that's the town. Oh. Hello, Rockruff. Or not. Or. Okay, so there's a whole fort. That doesn't sound promising. Okay, let's yeah. That feels like a fun hunt. It's just not in the good spot. Shinx. I think that's another one that I need a specific gender. Where are you on my list here? I could have sworn her on my list. Shinx female. Okay. Alright, let's do that. Female Shinx it is. Alrighty. Oh. Apologies for the loud noise there. That was another reason I couldn't stream earlier, was my sister decided to do laundry. Which meant I couldn't stream because the washer just doesn't allow it. The dryer is not a problem, but the washer just no go. My Shinx is... That Shinx is a very easy shiny to spot. Alright. Oh, we have more than 4, which is better than Kricketune. Oh, they sound sad. The sad thing about doing this, which I find absolutely hilarious, is pausing here because we're at 10. I've already caught like the shiny Shinx line like forever ago. I just didn't know they had a gender difference, and I can't remember what it was. Oh right, I was shiny hunting Sprigatito, which meant I was breeding. I bred over 1,500 eggs. Like, it's approximately 1 in 500 chance. I tripled it before I finally got a shiny Sprigatito. It was so frustrating. The hilarious part was, is that I moved over to Sword and Shield because I needed to complete the Sword and Shield Pokedex for shiny Keldeo, which I still haven't quite finished that yet because reasons. But yeah, so I had to breed a Shinx, and I was like, okay, because I needed to get the evolutionary line so I can get it into the Pokedex, and I was like, okay, fine. Moved over a Shinx, and of course I went ahead and threw it with a Japanese Ditto because it's like, you know, why not? Like, who knows? Offhand, I'll never know. I was hatching a few Pokemon, but the first one I did was Shinx, and no joke, 2 eggs into it, I got a shiny Shinx. And I was like, you're kidding. I have 1,500 eggs into this stupid Sprigatito, and I got a Shinx on my second try. And I wasn't even trying. And I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to say no to a shiny, but I was sitting there like, I've been spending so many hours on trying to hunt a Sprigatito, and I got a Shinx without even trying. Now, the reason why I found this particularly annoying was because not 2 days prior, I'm just playing around on Pokemon Go, and I'm like, I haven't had a whole lot of good shiny luck at the events, and I'm like, oh, this is terrible. And I click on a random Shinx, and it was a shiny Shinx. And I was like, you're kidding. And so when I hatched the shiny Shinx, I was like, oh my god, what the hell's going on here? Only then to, like, pull up Legends Arceus, because, like, oh, I need to finish this Pokedex too, right? Because I need to get that shiny Enamorus. So I pull up Pokemon Legends, turn it on. I'm literally just turning it on to find 2 Pokemon I need for the Pokedex. And what do I find? A shiny Luxio! Like, I'm not 2 steps in, and a shiny Luxio is just like, yo, bro. And I'm like, the heck? I'm like, what's with all these shinies? I didn't ask for this. I don't mind. I'm just, so I wanted that Sprigatito. I'm so devastated. But yeah, I have so many shiny Shinx. I have a second set of the shiny um, Shinx line, but this time I'm hunting specific genders. So there we go. buddy. Wow, that was early. 25, 26, 7, 8, 9, 30. Come on. Don't look at me all like that. Oh. 40. 50. 60. 65. So the number you want to hit is 60. But I always do an extra 5 just in case, because you never know if maybe 1 or 2 of them could have been a regular spawn and not actually part of the outbreak, or maybe you miscounted. Um, Maybe I think the counter is like actually somewhere between like 58 and 60 or 58 and 62. So it's always just good to do that couple extra just in case. Want to make sure that you're getting the best odds possible for the shiny hunt. There's a lot of other things showing up here though. Yeah, I just want the Shinx. But like everything is showing up. Like, I'm still getting Shinx, like okay, give Shinx. But like I don't need all these no passes and QWIs and A-pumps. Sometimes I have to wonder, like, some Pokemon have just the best shinies ever, and then there's other Pokemon I'm like, what happened? What happened here? That's so sad. Because Shinx actually has one of the best shinies, and it's like extra great because it is an electric type. Like, don't get me wrong, like the blue one is already like super cute, super nice colors. And then you have the shiny, and it's just like, wow, just pops. Just screams electric type. please ignore the yawns. It's hard to say. I didn't really sleep last night. Like, I kept waking up, and it's starting to get close to bedtime, which is where it's like, okay, if I were to stream, I had to start now, otherwise I won't be able to stream for quite some time. So, it is not like I have to go to bed right away. Um, Probably have another hour and 20 minutes. Hello. I swear, I'm going to break the 3 hour mark one of these days. It's just going to take a day where I'm not busy with so many things. And if it wasn't for the fact that I have like 3 different engagements tomorrow, like I need to do an Amazon return, which is frustrating because usually usually I can just drop by the UPS store and do the return there. But this time it's specifically telling me, for some gosh darn reason that I can't figure out why, to mail it through UPS. And if I've learned anything from doing Amazon returns, it's that UPS store and UPS shipping company, they're like the same but different. In the same way that you could think of like Sam's Club and Walmart, they're the same thing but different, and it can be really frustrating. So now I have to, and the thing is that it's stupid small too. So it's like, here, print off this full page, and then put it on the box. And I'm like, the the page is bigger than the box. How do you want me to ship this? You didn't give me a box. And so now it's like, oh, do I need to spend extra money to get a box to ship it, or do I need to find a box, or like, and while, hello, um, one of those. And while I can try to find a box, um, I had to pick out the best box because I have a different package to ship. And this one is an actual package. It's a birthday gift for a friend. And so it's like, oh, I actually need to ship this in a decent box. And so here I am trying to find another box. So that's like a second trip because then I have to go to the post office to ship that one. And then I have an engagement with my sister that same day. Sorry about that. And a meeting with a therapist tomorrow as well. So it's like, there's no way I'm going to be able to cram in time for streaming during all that. Um, so at this point, I'm hoping Thursday stays open. I'm not entirely sure, but I think my gaming group might be getting together this Friday. We haven't actually confirmed it, but um, I think that's what we were going for. And then Saturday, I just made arrangements to see a friend of mine that I haven't seen her in like 5 years, and so we're getting together, and it's like, oh yeah, that's gonna be great. So it's like, oh, can't stream that day either. Oh well. And on Sunday starts the whole original role work again. I'm telling you, being an adult is just being busy all the time and just not having time to do fun things. Like, I just want to waste hours on end looking for a yellow shinx. Like, is that so much to ask? Apparently it's a lot to ask. Please forgive my nose. It is just eternal allergies, I swear. Come on. Ah, thank you. So there is a local game store I go to, and I happen to find so I keep an eye out for like whenever they get some good stuff in. They have like a Facebook page that I'm able to follow, and every time they get like some really cool stuff, um, I basically just follow their Facebook page and stop in whenever they get something really cool. And a few days ago, they ended up getting in a bunch of Pokemon games. And in case it isn't obvious, I'm a bit of a sucker for Pokemon games. And among those Pokemon games was the only Pokemon Rangers game I was missing. And I was super excited. I was like, holy crap, I need to go get that. Um, because probably my number one fear, especially with like mainline Pokemon games, is like buying it on eBay and spending a bunch of money and then just getting a fake copy, which has happened to me. I ended up getting a fake copy of sorry, Pokemon Sapphire, and it just really sucked because like at the time a copy of Sapphire was maybe $50, and like I can't remember how much I spent on that Sapphire specifically. It was probably closer to 30. And the person who sold it to me, like they weren't actively trying to like jip me or anything, or they weren't actively trying to swindle me. They were they were selling me a bunch of Pokemon games that they had since childhood. So I can't really blame someone for not knowing that their Sapphire version was fake because like I get it. Like when you're a kid and like your parents come home, it's like, oh look, a game, and like back in those days, who cared? Um, however, yeah, it was totally fake. The only reason I wasn't like even more upset was the fact that I got a great deal on the other games that they sold to me. So like, I think it was Fire Red, Leaf Green, Emerald, Sapphire, Pokemon Rangers, and something else. But like, they gave me a great deal. So having only one of them be fake really, like, honestly wasn't too bad. Especially with how expensive specifically Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Emerald are. Like, goodness, those ones are so expensive. Um, I did eventually find a copy of Sapphire. It took me way too long to find a copy of Sapphire. Um, because the game store kept so they kept getting Sapphire in, and then every time I get to the game store, it was gone. Like it would be gone within like 20 minutes. And it's like there's no way I can like get all the way from work to the game store from my house. Like come on, guys. Um, so I did happen to like stumble in one day and they had a Pokemon Sapphire, and I like yeah, it was $80, but I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna fuck around because I'm not going to risk online getting a fake copy. And I know this one's legit. I know this game store is very careful with their shiny shanks. Ooh, look how bright they are and big. It's a big one. Hi, are you female? Oh no! Ah, you're a boy. Don't get me wrong, you're still super cute, but you're a boy. I need a girl. Alright. In the luxury ball you go. I do like how, like, striking the color is compared to the surroundings. It makes it really easy to spot. Alright, there you are, my friend. But I gotta keep going. Gotta get a girl. Um, yeah, so a couple days ago, I've kind of been doing, like, not just a couple days ago, but for the past, like, 2 months, I'll just, like, randomly get, like, the energy to just purge a bunch of stuff from either my room or my living room, which is the den because I live in the basement. Um, I had a bunch of stuff in storage that I went through, and I've just been like getting rid of a bunch of stuff because um, I've lived in this current house for 3.5 years, coming up on 4. And I mean, if I haven't used anything by now, then, or if I'm not intending to use anything by now, then it's probably time to let things go and make room for new things. Um, and so I was going through all my stuff a couple of days ago, and I was like, I really don't need these collector's editions of video games that I currently have, because I've actually stopped buying them like quite a while ago. I was like, they're just big and bulky. I don't have any space, and I realized it wasn't really the collector's editions I enjoyed, but rather just the games. And with the collector's editions, like they would come like figs or books or like soundtracks. I love collecting soundtracks, but I realized at this point I never actually used them. So I decided to take all my collector's editions that I wasn't absolutely in love with and take them to the game store. So I was like, someone else is going to love this far more than me, and that will get me a decent chunk of change for as a game store credit. Um, because I'm also having a hard time justifying spending money on video games at the moment. I have plenty of games to play. I just don't really have the time or mental energy. And so I figured, um, like, having some store credit will allow me to, like, purchase those cool titles that come into the game store when I want it without having to feel guilty about spending money. So end up selling quite a few of my collector's editions, um, and I felt good about it. Like, I didn't feel sad. I didn't even miss them. I was just like, cool. Like, this is great. I feel like I have money to work with. Um, what was great about it though, um, was the fact that as I was at the game store, um, someone literally came in, and as I was selling my collector's editions, someone else was selling some Pokemon games. And I was like looking over and I'm like, yeah, I want those. I want them. Can I have them? And it was so cool because I just bought them with store credit. And I was like, great. Like this, I don't feel bad at all. Um, another shiny Shinx. Wow, that was quick. I hadn't even finished my story yet. All right, moment of truth. Are you a girl? Yeah, you're a cutie. Yes! Woo! A female shiny Shinx. Yes, very impressive. So cute. What? What? Okay, I didn't know that did recoil damage. Shit. I was looking at the my paper of Pokemon I need because I realized I need a male Luxray and a female Luxio. So that male I caught, I can evolve to a Luxray, but I need a female Luxio. Gosh darn it. Yes, come back, little one. Let's do this again. And this time, a little less suicidal, please. Thank you. Oh, come on. Yeah, so I ended up getting a copy of Alpha Sapphire and Sun. Did I get anything else, or was it just those two? I think it was just those two, which I was quite pleased with. I've been looking into the idea of collecting some more Pokemon games. I technically have all of them, all the mainline games. But there's a couple that I'm like, it would be nice just to have a second copy. Um, and so I went ahead and picked up those two while I was at it. They did have a copy of Pokemon Platinum that I was really tempted to get. The problem was is that, and I think Platinum was one of the reasons why I actually went in. Um, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, we can work with that. Maybe. Stay in the ball. Okay, good. But yeah. So the um, yeah. Now you go in the box. I think that's pretty much full. I'm gonna go ahead and follow you. Yes, you're adorable. Yes. Oh man, that yellow is just looks so good. All right, that's two down, one more to go. I just need another female. Um, but yeah, the Pokemon Platinum, however, which is actually one of the reasons why I went in the first place, because I saw they got a copy of Platinum in. Um, so originally they had gotten a copy with the case in the game, but then before I got there, somebody had traded like they basically did a trade where they paid for the case and the game, and then but sold their copy of Pokemon Platinum. Um, and it sounded like the game store gave them a deal, which they've always been really good about that. Um, they have gotten me plenty of good deals. Um, so I'm glad to see that they do that for a lot of the other guests or get customers as well. But at the same time, the Pokemon Platinum that they did get in, I was like, wow, that doesn't look great because the sticker was all wrinkled and almost looked sun faded. Well, not faded, but like, you know, when it's kind of like yellowy and kind of wrinkly. I was just like, what the heck happened? Um, and the other problem is, if anyone has been collecting Pokemon games, you'll know that the case alone can cost upwards of $40 to $50, and it's disgusting. And so, while they did discount the game, like it was like, no, not, it wasn't discounted enough for me to be like, yeah, I'm not going to buy a platinum that looks that bad. Um, so, I mean, I already have a copy of platinum. I was just thinking about picking up a second copy, especially where I was selling a bunch of games. So now I don't feel bad about spending, a little extra on those little extra expensive Pokemon games. Um, so yeah, ended up not getting the platinum, but as fate would have it, fate. Um, I was trying to sell my copy of Fire Emblem Fates Collector's Edition, which is the only way to get all three games on a single cartridge, and is currently the only way to get a copy of Fire Emblem Fates Revolution, because it was released as a deal, not DLC, as a virtual game that you could purchase. However, obviously the eShop doesn't exist anymore, so you cannot purchase it anymore. So the only way to get a hold of that game is to have the Fire Emblem Fates Collector's Edition. And I had forgotten to bring the game itself because I forgot that the collector's edition I had on the shelf rather than inside the collector's edition box. So I was like, crap, I need to go home and like get the collector's edition and get the game, put it with the collection, and then I can bring it back and sell it. Um, I'm sure you're not shiny. Yeah. Oh, that's another one. This for the shiny is fairly different. Um, so I um, took the rest of it home so I could put in the game and sell it. But the thing that made me want to sell it was the game store was like, yeah, we'll give you $250 store credit. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, I knew the game was rare, but I didn't think it was that rare. And I was like, and because I just love chatting about like stuff like um, value and game and rarity. Obviously, I like shiny Pokemon, which are extremely rare and fun to hunt, and how the market value of older games fluctuates, what affects it. Like, I love learning about that kind of stuff. So, I remember looking at him like, "You're really going to be able to sell that for 500 bucks?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm not going to list it for anything less than 500." And I'm like, "Whoa, good luck, man. That's crazy." Um, so that I so I took the box home so I could actually get the game and make it a complete set. When the next day I checked their Facebook, and they had just gotten a whole bunch of Pokemon games. This is the one that I mentioned earlier that had the Pokemon Rangers I was missing, Guardian Signs, as well as a couple other Pokemon titles. And I was like, oh heck yeah, I'm going in. Um, by the time I got there, some of the rarer ones were already picked up. I just wanted Guardian Signs. That was the one I wanted. And it was still there, and I was so excited. Because it was pristine. It had the manual and the case. Um, it looked practically brand new. Like it looked so nice. And given how skittish I am about buying particularly Pokemon games on like online, I was like, yeah, I'm willing to pay. Like I know it's probably a little more expensive, but I don't have to worry about it being fake. I don't have to worry about like trying to buy the case separate and what condition the case is in versus the condition of the game. Like I've done all sorts of like hunting for games all night. It certainly is an experience. Um, but while I was there, he's like, "Oh yeah, we have a couple other Pokemon games loose," and I was like, "Oh yeah, let me take a look." And they had a very beautiful copy of Pokemon Diamond. Of course, it was loose, so it didn't have the case, but it was still a very pretty copy. And I was like, "Okay, okay, I'll pick this up, and then I'll just hunt down a case later." I'm not like urgently needing a case because I already have a copy of Pokemon Diamond, so I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna pick up the game and pick up the case when I feel like it because this is a nice copy of the game. And I just so happened, at the exact same time that I went in there, there was another customer who was like on the phone with his brother. Um, they were talking about which Pokemon games to get, and while one of them I was like, "Ooh, I'd love to pick that up," I was like, I'm not desperate enough that if somebody else wants it, I'm not gonna, especially if they're right there in front of me. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be that kind of a dick. So um I was just interested in the Guardian signs and the diamond. When I happened to look inside, they have a case for like their rare games, and somebody, ironically enough, the same person that was like on the phone talking to their brother about which Pokemon games to get, it was that guy had sold a copy to the game store of a complete in box, very I would say good condition. Probably not the very good condition, but definitely good condition. Complete in box, Japanese copy of the original Pokemon Silver, and I was just floored, and I was like, I need that now. Uh, and what was great about it is that it was also in a little protective case. Um, and even when I ended up after I bought it and went home and opened it, the game itself was in its own separate protective case, and I was like, this is amazing. And when I say complete, I mean like it had the manual, it had the little tray that holds the game. It even had the advertisement for the other Pokemon games, as well as apparently a pin set that was released in Japan of the covers of all five Pokemon games at the time, or six, because yellow. And I was upset because I'm like, I want this. This came out back in 2000, though, in Japan. There's no way it exists now. But I was just like, wow, this is so cool. Um, yeah, and I was surprised. It wasn't terribly expensive. Like, I say terribly expensive, like with air quotes, because yeah, it was like $70. But there are other Pokemon games that cost far more than that, rather than a complete in box, very nice copy of Pokemon Silver. Oh, hello. How's it going? I'm not sure how much of the rant you heard. I've just been talking to myself pretty much here. So right now, just hunting some shiny shinks. Um, I'm specifically looking for a female because I've already hunted shinks before, so I already have a bunch of actually have quite a few shiny shinks in the shinks line. However, I found out that they have gender differences, so um, that means I need to hunt more so I can have the complete um, like all the living versions of it. So here I am looking for a female. Now, I've already happened to find two. I found a female and a male, which was actually perfect because I needed a male for the Luxray and I needed a female Shinx. So now I just need to get another female for um, Luxio, and I think that's where I'll have them all. So many Shinxes. I say that 10 times fast. So the great thing about Shiny Shinx is that it's a very striking yellow. So while there's like other like that who looks almost yellow, the Morpeko is almost yellow. Um, there's like Mindfu around here, it's almost yellow. Um, Shinx, however, its shiny form is just a very, very saturated bright yellow, um, which makes it so that it's actually pretty easy to hunt, especially now that it's dark, or well, it's nighttime. Um, like it pops up really well. Oh, come on, you're not even a Shinx. So I did originally want to do an art stream today. I actually have a bunch of Pokemon already sketched out, ready to do the outline work and the coloring work. Um, However, um, I've been spending a lot of time working on getting like some back end stuff for streaming set up, especially in the context of music, um, and using free use music. So it's been a little bit of a journey trying to get that set up because I can stream shiny hunting itself just fine without music necessarily because the game itself has music and noise, so it's fine. But if I'm if I'm going to be streaming art, I want to have some music. And I've realized the past couple of times I've done art, I'm like, oh, I didn't even check the copyright thing, did I? I mean, I didn't straight up like use music that's like obviously copyrighted, but I was like, yeah, I should probably double check this stuff. Hmm. Hoping I can find another shiny. I am starting to get a bit tired here, so we'll see how much longer I can hold it out for. so many sheets. They're all so cute. Sorry, like I ran out of things to talk about, or maybe I just don't have enough brain power anymore. I'm just like hoping another shiny shows up so I can go to bed. Um, and I wish I could just stay up forever, not get tired. I'm sick of being an adult. Just need shiny shakes. Female preferably. Yeah, I feel you, kitty girl. She's just been sitting here all stretched out and cute. She's definitely telling me to go to bed. Pause here for just, oh, sorry, Candy. Pause here for just a second. Oh, not actually going anywhere, just grabbing something. That something is called pills. Because I'm an adult. I better take them. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jamie. I moved and scared her, so now she has to get up and leave. Alright. That should all be in order now. Back to the hunt. Oh no, here comes the sun. But I enjoyed my darkness. Well, at least there's no shinies to collect. Well, hi, Candy. Are you here to say hello to everybody? No. She just had to announce her presence, and she's like, I'm done. Well, you are female, but you're not shiny, so you only meet part of the criteria. I'm starting to think RNG doesn't like me anymore. That's okay. It's not like I was actually expecting to shiny hunt Shinx. or that I gave myself enough adequate time to really do it properly. I wonder what it is about Gen 2's shinies just going nice yellow color. The Nosepass does the same thing. Because a lot of Gen 1 and Gen 2 Pokemon, um, their shinies. So it's highly speculated that Gens 1 through 5, their shinies are determined by an algorithm rather than actually selected. Hence why a lot of them are not terribly nice looking. However, it's not it's not entirely clear. There's been some like people who have done research into it. Sorry. And seem to have a pretty good grasp of the idea of how it could have happened. But one of the things that we do see, like in the first couple of generations, is blue Pokemon turning pink or red, and red or pink Pokemon turning blue. You can see this with Pokemon like Ditto and Mew, but also Porygon, where Porygon is both blue and pink, turning into kind of like a darker blue, but kind of like an almost pinkish purple. And a lot of colors have changed over the generations. So while like Spinarak is actually one of the most drastic versions, with its original shiny just being this incredibly saturated and vibrant purple and blue, while now its shiny is like this almost pastel blue. No idea why it was changed, really. But it's interesting to see how some of the older Pokemon, like, because it does almost feel like they've gone through the same filter, because while they might not be the same shade of blue, they're also not the same shade of yellow when they're shiny. But they're both blue normally, and they're both shiny yellow. And it just brings to thought of like what kind of algorithm could have been used to create these shinies, and why didn't they fix some of them? Because good golly, I wouldn't mind going through Pokemon someday and doing a reinterpretation of shinies, because there's so many of them that are just like not nice. Gen 1 and 2 specifically Gen 1 is plagued with the puke green colors. You can see this on like Machamp, Ekans. Mewtwo doesn't look too bad, but I don't like the green. There's just a strange number of them that are green, and it's like that. I'm not a nice green either. Like an example of a nice green would be like Espeon. Espeon is just this beautiful, vibrant green. Now, it is just straight up green. So if you don't like green, it's green. However, it gives it this almost, like, especially given Espeon's design, it gives it this almost alien look, which is just very nice. it's a very nice shiny, and it pops and is very different. And then you have Pokemon like Umbreon, and you're like, you just got all the luck, like quite literally yellow to blue, like beautiful. But I guess that's also kind of what we see here, where it's blue to yellow. Huh, that is interesting. Um, but yeah, shiny Umbreon, top tier. Um, it's amazing. Now we all know about shiny Charizard, which is just an interesting case because it proves that even from the beginning, um, they can go in and alter the colors of a shiny if they wanted to, which I find fascinating because OG shiny Charizard is. Why are you following me? OG shiny Charizard is like purple and green, and as far as shiny goes, it's not the worst. I wouldn't call it necessarily great, but it's not the worst. Um, and now they changed it to, and this is the thing, they changed it. Oh yeah, Shiny Shinx. I guess I just need to keep talking. All right, moment truth. Are you female? I don't even know what the gender difference actually is. But here we go. Hello. Yes! Oh wow, that is amazing. Did I save? I don't remember if I saved. I'm gonna save again. I'm sure I saved. I always save. But I also have ADHD and can't remember if I saved. Oh, you're so pretty. Alright, here we go. Don't wild charge. Just please don't. Okay, we can handle that. Alright, Luxury Ball. Because you deserve it. Yes! Oh, and the Luxury Ball just looks perfect for Shinx. And the Shinx line. Yeah! Beautiful! Before putting it in the box, we're gonna go ahead and evolve you to Luxio. Look how cute! Look at those colors! So nice! And it's also really nice how the entire line has the same shiny. Like, that's not always the case. Even if the Pokemon is the same color, it's not always the case of the evolution being the same. Let's go ahead and put you in the box. Now, I'm genuinely curious. So I'm actually gonna pull up my Pokemon Home because I don't actually know what shiny Shinx lines I caught before. I probably have a bunch of Pokemon Home Pokemon I need to transfer over, which would be good to do because I need to transfer more Pokemon Go Pokemon. Yep. This is Pokemon Home, all right. Here we go. Super exciting. Oh, box didn't make it all the way to the top. Maybe they can. No, but yeah, they just disappear. Oh, wait. On the right, the one on the right. Oh, you're so close. Oh, you didn't quite make it. Oh, man. Okay, to be fair, I haven't had this much trouble with Pokemon Home. Come on, Nintendo. You forced me to spend extra money on this shit. And you can't even get it to work. You're holding all of my Pokemon hostage. And I'm going to find a better way if this is going to keep up. I wonder if something in particular is going on. I tried to get onto the Pokemon Center website, and that was a weird nightmare. We're not expecting any sort of update until Thursday, because that's when, or at least for Pokemon Scarlet Violet, because that's when Tyranitar drops. And I don't know why. Okay, there we go. Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead. Whoops. Nope. We are not doing that right now. Let's go ahead and accept all my Pokemon Go Pokemon. Put them where they belong. That way I can get more. Uh-huh. You guys are going to get a sneak peek into my super amazing, ultra high refined organizing skills. Which is, I put them in a box and called it a day. Okay. I don't know, man. What do I even have? There we go, shiny Pokemon. We're skipping that, because that's all Gen 1. Gen 2? I know I need to redo Gen 1, because... Huh. You're an event Gengar. Interesting. Huh. Because I know, so all of my, no, I did not mean that, go away. All of my, Gen 1 Pokemon are from the Virtual Console. Every single one of these, because I was tenacious. Let's just leave it at that. Male, female, okay. So I need to... oh yeah, I need to evolve you two. Because... you can come in here. You can come in here. Yeah, this is actually an interesting example. Like, these three Pokemon, they're normally, like, the exact same color. But you can see Poliwag here has a little bit more purple than the Poliwhirl, which is like this bright blue. And then Poliwrath is just straight up green. It's... shiny logic back in those days just didn't make sense. Do I have any more Gen 1 other than my surplus of Scythers and Laprases? Reasons. Okay, so Gen 2 I have, where'd it go? Oh, I have, Slugma and Magcargo. Which, Magcargo is surprisingly beautiful. And then, yeah, the Lantern. That was a fun hunt. Not. Oh, so much lag. Alright. Oh no, my Porygon collection! I need to evolve them.
But in the meantime, Porygon, go join your friends. I think, yeah, these 4 I need to evolve. Alright, okay, so I think the next one will be in Gen 4. Gen 4. Alright, cool. Rotom. Yeah, so I have 1 Rotom already. Got a second one. Why do I have all these symptoms? They just kept coming up. I was having a bad day, and it was just a bunch of Finigens, and I wasn't going to complain. Okay, so you guys need to evolve, and you guys need to have another practice. I have more Scyther. Okay. Is that it? I have the 2 Poliwhirls and the 4 Porygons I need to evolve. Is that it? Are we good? Okay. You guys are Gen 5. Moving over to Gen 5. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, so I do have the red one. I need the blue one. And I need to double check if I need the white one. Also, Basculegion has 2 different shinies for their male and female, so that's another fun. Oh, I already have Fennekin, so I guess you come over here in my I have extras? Question mark? Okay. Okay, alright. Oh, you're also Gen 5 here, Timber. Join your friends. And you're Gen 8, and this is Gen 7. 8, okay. Interesting. Okay. So you 3 are Gen 8. You guys are Gen 9. Okay, I already have Masquerada. This one, I think this one's for Terra Raid. These 2 go here. I already have 2 shiny fins. Oh, Palafin. Okay. I was like, hold on a second. Yeah, Palafin. Okay, so I already have the Fenizens. I know I already have, like, Talonflame. I just wanted some extra shinies for breeding. Speaking of which, I should probably put you. What? Just live here. You can just live here. I want you here so I can pull you into other games when I need breeding purposes. Okay, let's go back to Gen 4. Nice. Oh, okay. You're the 2 that I got from that. Okay. Gen 4. Okay, so here I have male Shakes, female Shakes. Male Luxio, female Luxio. Female Luxray, male Luxray. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. You guys are set. Nice. Thank you for taking the tour through.
I don't know how to organize things. In the meantime, I'm going to move these over to I don't know what to do with them box. And yeah, we're going to call that a day. Please save. I don't know how many of you guys have dealt with Pokemon Home. Sometimes
you spend like 3 hours of work organizing your Pokemon because it's just difficult. And then it's just like, oh yeah, we're not gonna save because no reason. Yes, save. Okay, awesome. Well, thanks for joining me. I know it probably wasn't like super exciting, but I appreciate it. But I gotta go to bed. But this was fun. So hope you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you later.